Good morning, everybody. My name is Justin Publon here with your weather forecast for this weekend into early next week. Right now, it's looking pretty darn good for the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, with high temperatures close to 50 on Saturday, and then on Sunday, perhaps closer to 60 degrees, with no precipitation in the forecast until Monday and Tuesday. So that's a good thing. Typically, this time of year, when it gets warm, you get some rain or something like that. So that's good. Good news. Let's take one more look here at the temperature graph to show you that our temperatures are going to be pretty darn close to 20 degrees above average this weekend. That's pretty darn good. Yeah, I mean, no complaints there. And as we go through time, staying above average into next week. Let's take a look at what happened yesterday. We had a storm system spin across the state, upper Michigan. We saw 5 to 8 inches up near Marquette. And that was right on forecast. A little bit more snow near the Ironwood, Michigan area. But for most of Wisconsin, you didn't see too much snow. You actually saw rain. Here you can see our post yesterday morning. The temperatures yesterday morning were pretty warm, and they kind of prevented snow from accumulating at all, turned to rain. So that's good news. Let's talk about the next 7 days here as we go through the forecast. Going right here with you live, just kind of picking through things, seeing here's this weekend, and you're seeing a low pressure system out here in, I guess it's Montana, moving into North Dakota and South Dakota. And then that's going to slide into Wisconsin with rain mainly, maybe a few flakes of snow up north. But I'm not too big on that. And then that kicks through. This is early next week, but prior to that, you're getting that warmth. So the low pressure moves through with bitter rain. It doesn't look like it's too much rain, but it might not help the flooding if there is any flooding issues there after this weekend. It may make it a little bit worse. As we move in towards the middle of next week, both models, the European and the GFS, do show this low pressure system with a bit of snow perhaps during the middle part of next week, but there's disagreement on how strong that one would be, and I don't think it's going to be a major storm. But there could be some snow or rain snow mix there, but I don't think it'll last long. But we do seem to be heading into a bit more active pattern as we head into late March right now. And this is about as far as I'll take it. You're seeing a little bit more chances of precipitations, rain, snow, perhaps. Still, I mean, this is March, and even we can get snow into April even sometimes. And so, I would just say this much: enjoy the weekend. It's going to be great. We're going to take one closer look at the temperatures. This is Saturday, high temperature forecast. Showing about 50 to 54 here, but these warmer temperatures kind of extending into central Wisconsin. A little bit colder up north, maybe highs in the 40s. And then as you go into Sunday, more of Wisconsin, get more of that warmth. Close to 50s, closer to 60 degrees there in central and southern Wisconsin. So that's going to be nice. And then the high temperatures, yes, do kind of go into Monday a little bit, but then you have the rain. So just kind of showing you could have a few days here with a shot at 50 degrees in southern Wisconsin, a little bit colder north. There's a few things we're looking at here going into late March. The Arctic oscillation, which has been positive since January, late December, remains positive. It's really been dominating a lot of our weather. And so there's not any big, massive change there. Typically, when we see the stormy pattern is when this AO kind of falls apart, unravels, and goes more negative or neutral. We're not seeing too much of that yet. It's still positive. So kind of same old story, song and dance going on here. MJL has now moved out of 3. Now it's currently in 4, but by tomorrow and then the days ahead of that, it'll be in 5. Most of the models now show this taking a hard left turn back into the neutral circle. So basically, our tropical signal is going to be a little bit weaker here in late March. So what we were kind of thinking earlier is that this will go through phases 6, 7, and 8, which happen to be some of our stormier phases for Wisconsin. That may not happen quite like that, but we'll see because it's still very early. I would say that we're probably going to have a better idea about that here in the next week or two. Obviously, I mean, within 2 weeks, it's going to be late March already. So, wow, how time flies. The other thing to mention before I forget is that it is daylight savings time on Sunday, so that's exciting. Make sure you got your clocks all ready to roll on that one, and that'll be fun. But yes, so one more thing. This is sort of a look at the ensembles. We're taking 5-day blocks and averaging that maximum temperature out. And you're seeing that over the next, let's see, this is from March 7th to March 12th. So that's basically this weekend into early next week. Starting with that, you're seeing these red colors. These are above average temperatures for the region, not just Wisconsin, but a big part of the country. And as we go into middle part of next week, that 5 day block, and then the weekend after, not too much of a change. But what you do see here towards the end of the period is sort of a battleground forming there with colder temperatures in the western United States and then warmer temperatures in the east. If this happens like that, should expect a stormy pattern to develop across the Great Lakes, Wisconsin. We'll see if it's going to be rain or snow or whatever. But there's a lot of things that have to go right before we get to that point, and this might be more of a normal for this time of year, anyways. So okay, guys, thanks for watching. I will keep you updated. If anything pops up, I'll be popping through. But I hope you have a good weekend, and I will talk to you soon.